So, Threshold 9 is nuclear energy. Nuclear energy has so much to offer, and this is why it is the answer to our future energy needs. Unfortunately, though, there are also things about nuclear energy we need to be careful of. Nuclear energy is a sustainable, environmentally friendly, and emission free way of producing energy. Nuclear energy plants do not rely on weather so can run 24/7. Currently, 20% of the United States energy comes from nuclear energy. Nuclear energy is generated through a nuclear reaction. As a part of this reaction, neutrons collide with uranium atoms, splitting them and then releasing large amounts of energy in the form of heat and radiation. The heat is used to heat up water, converting it into steam, which then goes on to drive turbines. The radiation generated as a part of this reaction is not used and can be harmful to the environment if not properly managed. So why is nuclear energy the solution of the future? Well, in addition to the fact that nuclear plants generate consistent and reliable power 24/7, they also don't directly contribute to our CO2 emissions. This makes nuclear energy an important option for slowing global warming. In comparison, energy which relies on burning fossil fuels directly contribute to our global CO2 emissions and also global warming. Whenever people Whenever people hear about nuclear energy, they often think about examples of nuclear meltdowns, like Chernobyl and more recently in Japan. While the risk of nuclear meltdowns are very real, there are better ways of managing these risks now. Also, the risks of nuclear meltdowns are preferable when compared to the much worse consequences of global warming on our future. In 1934, a scientist named Enrico Fermi conducted experiments that showed that atoms could be split. December 2nd, 1942, Fermi and a group of scientists created the first sustaining and self-sufficient chemical reaction of splitting neutrons. This day would forever change how energy was viewed around the world. December 2nd, 1942, Enrico Fermi had created nuclear energy. Now nuclear energy is starting to be seen in many nations as a viable energy source and the way of the future.